Still Drippin' Happy Hour.
Welcome to episode 159 of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
You know what it is. Shrek and Donkey.
Back at it again. Boy, oh boy. What a week it's been. It's spring break in Williamson County, at least. And so I took off the whole week. And we've just had a mini vacation to Knoxville. Quick turnaround. Hayes was sitting courtside on the SEC tournament tonight.
He was.
Man, I feel like we've had a good week. Return of the podcast pearls. You got your gold chain on?
No, I don't.
No.
Because I went to the game, I didn't want to have to get security. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I already have to get security because of my guns that I carry with me. So the last thing I want to do is get secured for my bling.
Fair enough. As always, our 159th episode is presented by the Printify. Still drippin.printify.me/products. Let me pull it up. Hayes, you can share what you've been doing lately.
Oh yeah, I've been doing all kinds of stuff, folk. We actually launched a few new items on here. Mason, look, I made your Still Drippin' champion. This is a Mason original. I made those visible so you can buy them. The backpacks.
Yeah, look at those.
I really like this championships tee, low key. It's a pocket tee. Click on this pocket tee.
Let's see.
I mean, it's not anything massive, but I just like it. I just think it's dope.
There we go. Yeah.
Michael Jordan. How about that? Let's see what else. See what else is on there. Yeah, I think the champion is probably the highlight here. Yeah, what about these money shorts?
Copyrighted for this, but that'd be kind of cool if we did.
Yeah, let's try it. Look at those dollars.
Money short. I like this one.
Money shorts. How about that? Yeah, full clip is one that we've sold a few of. I can't remember what that one is. So anyway, sponsored. Go support us.
New logo.
And don't support us just because you like us. Just buy some stuff because it's dope.
Drip family. There we go.
There's a lot of stuff on here.
Yeah.
So anyway, you buy this stuff and it gives us the capabilities to do other things that we would like to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So go do it.
All right.
Tell your friends. Follow the Instagram, Still Drippin' TN. Watch this on YouTube. Forget all the other things. Come watch on YouTube so you can see what we're doing.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Try to edit this view real quick.
Hey, real quick while you're doing that, I know we have solidified at least 2 guests upcoming in the next month. Really excited about them. Really excited. I'll just go ahead and say it. Really excited about. We're going to go to Slim and Huskies.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have some pizza. We're going to talk to them about the whole collab with their Nike Terminator. And I'm working hard. And this, in addition to that, to pull off getting Jelly Roll on this podcast.
That'd be so crazy.
Man. I'm really working it. So if anybody else has a connection and they want to get Jelly Roll on an Antioch sneaker podcast, the dude's from Antioch. I'm Antioch all day. I'd love to talk to that guy. Brandon Miller. By the way, I was going to go see Brandon Miller tonight, but my plans changed because my daughter played at halftime of the SEC tournament. That's why I was there. And shout out to Fry Guy who took my tickets, and he went to see Brandon Miller tonight in Memphis.
Nice. Very cool. Like it.
Sorry, I was just stalling while you were working on whatever you were working on.
No worries. Yeah, that's awesome. That Lib got to go do that. Cool for you guys to go watch too.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
was it was so cool. Shout out to my third child. He was so proud of her and so encouraging of his sister in a moment where you could almost be a little petty maybe if you're
jealous. Yeah,
a 13-year-old boy. But man, we had such a great time cheering for her.
that's awesome.
It was so cool. It was
Yeah,
a really cool moment. So
good.
anyway,
Yeah, yeah. I would have been there if it wasn't for an impromptu Knoxville trip to go watch some baseball. Just a 24-hour trip, but yeah, I'm kind of
hey,
sad that I missed it. I wish I would have known because we probably
come.
would have stayed.
I was just bragging on you. Come here. Come up. Come sit. This is my
Live on the
son.
pod.
I'll just call him son number 3 to keep him anonymous. He's got a J. Cole hoodie on. Shout out to
Hmm.
Dripping Bourbon. But I was just bragging on you.
Okay.
Because a lot of 13-year-old boys would have, I think the word is jealous, just to easily say it of their sister if she, and you just handled it like a pro. And I had so much fun with you.
Thanks.
I'm just proud
I
of
had
you.
fun with you too.
Okay?
Yeah.
Proud of you.
I'm gonna go play
Anyway.
Animal Crossing now.
It's a good one right there.
Good deal. Well,
All right.
yeah. I guess the only thing the happy hour would like to know, maybe just Dripping Bourbon, but got a new pickup from old Aunt Lee, giver of the podcast pearls. But got the Blanton.
Oh, yes.
I texted the pod today, so I already broke into it. That's what I'm sipping on tonight. Yeah, she had Eagle Rare, which I'm actually pretty low on. I thought about, no, I got a little bit of Eagle Rare left. She had Eagle Rare, Blanton's, and that McKenna Henry 10-year. I'm trying to think if there was something else. And she was like, yeah, take one home with you. And so I was having trouble. I had to text the pod.
That's an easy one, though. When you can get Blanton's for free, you get it. I mean, it's when you can get it, you get it. But when it's free, you get it.
Yeah, she had it's
a good one.
She had what 2 of these, and then like a store pick. One of these was a smaller bottle.
A little tiny guys.
Yeah, it wasn't too tiny. It was smaller though, significantly. I'm trying to think of what else. She had is there 4 colors of Weller?
Mm-hmm.
She had all 4 of Weller colors. Which I'm not a huge on Weller, and maybe
green, red, black, white, blue.
She had a blue.
There's 5.
So she did not have the white. Okay. She had some E.H. Taylors, which I already had. So yeah, I'm excited. It's a good one.
It's really good.
I don't think it's gonna overtake Eagle Rare for me, but I do like it. It's up there.
Yeah, that's a coin flip for me. I like both those a lot.
Yeah,
and the Knob
very
Creek,
good.
It would be Knob Creek 12.
Okay, Knob Creek 12. Truly,
Eagle Rare.
The other one, I did forget one. She had a small batch. I think it was small batch. 4 Roses.
Oh,
that was in the running too.
So,
but I feel like I can find that one more often.
Well, Bourbon Mike would tell you. If I'm not mistaken, the reason 4 Roses is 4 Roses is cheaper and it's really good because I think it's in the same. They not distill it in the same factory as Blanton's. There's a connection to, or maybe it's Knob Creek. Maybe Knob Creek and 4 Roses have a connection. Anyway, 4 Roses solid, always solid.
I will say they've kept what's the liquor store in Brentwood? Total Wine. They've kept
That's where Bourbon Mike used to work.
Oh, okay. They've kept in old Granddad 114 in there a little more often. They used to sell out of that. But yeah, Dripping Bourbon put me on that one. So I do enjoy that one. It's packs a punch, that's for sure. But it's cheap and it's good.
Well,
So
all this to be said,
anyway,
I can't even do it anymore because my allergy. But I
yeah.
remember as you're talking about it, I'm like, oh man, it tastes so good.
You do it on occasion. It's got to be special, right?
Not in 2 or 3 years.
Really, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it just does not it does not like me
It's just not.
in a lot of
I'm
different ways. Like
pretty sure my body doesn't
it's a
like
wheat.
it, but
It's a wheat. It's a in the end, it's probably gluten, like something in it. The wheat just messes me up bad.
just old.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, you just
Yeah,
wait. Once you hit 40,
it'll
it
hit me.
is weird.
Yeah,
It's weird all the stuff that all of a sudden starts
I
happening.
think, I think, I don't know. Enjoy bourbon a lot. I think I would like to get into tequila. I think I could like tequila.
So
And
that
it's
is the
probably better for you, right? I would think.
none of this is good for you. Like,
Right.
don't
Yeah.
kid yourself. That's the only thing that I can do that doesn't impact me
Yeah.
in a lot of different ways. Hey, that's the only
Uh,
thing that I'm able to do. It really is. Like that's the only thing that I can pull off because it's agave, right? It's not even wheat.
right. Yeah, it's clear.
Anyway,
They told me the clearer the better for you.
I don't know about that. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. The dark is tasty.
Agreed. But I'm
Here,
saying
but,
like for your body, the clearer the better. I'm not saying taste wise for your body. Yeah.
very tasty.
All right. Anyways, let's jump inside the box here.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
All right. First up, we got this slide here.
Look
Let
at
me make it a
this.
little bigger.
The Yeezy effect. Okay, if this is obviously the Yeezy negative positive right? Oh, my bad. Oh, which
Sorry,
one are
no,
you
you're
doing?
good. You're good. You're good. Sorry, I
What
accidentally
is
clicked on the
which
screen.
is most surprising to you on this?
Probably A6, right?
Yes, yes. That is shocking.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
I've never owned a pair of Asics. What did
Yeah,
they do? Did they have some big collab or I feel like New Balance and Asics have just taken advantage of the other side of this graph, right? They've taken a lot of the Yeezy customers somehow.
yeah. Is A6 from Kith? I mean, New Balance. Like
Maybe.
we've seen New Balance. Like we
Yeah,
saw that coming.
this is
But
impressive though. I mean, this is impressive.
and I guess too, like it's revenue growth, right?
Yeah,
So
so it's all
that's what
relative.
right. It's
Nike
relative.
is
So Nike's
actually higher than
so
all of
big
these. Yeah,
that
yeah,
they're not growing as fast, which makes sense. But I mean, Asics, yeah, that's pretty surprising. I actually am kind of surprised that Puma is not above Nike
yeah.
with the mellow stuff. Um, I mean,
Well,
Scoot hasn't
that's
really hit.
fallen down as his he hadn't have a great season. He's not played
Yeah,
a
he's
lot,
had a lot of
and there's
injuries.
been a
Yeah,
correlation with Puma stock and that I suspect.
yeah,
Plus, this model of I don't think it's a great model either. But I
yeah,
haven't seen near as many AAU kids wearing Pumas this year as we did last year. If you're in that scene,
yeah, yeah. That's fair.
but Asics is shocking.
Yes, very. Um, yeah. So, like I said, that's just revenue growth. That's not like market share or whatever. But
I got one more comment about this.
go for it.
Do you remember when all the Yeezy stuff was happening and all that controversy? It was so loud. Remember, I've said this time and time again because of my job. Is that when the controversy hits, it's really, really loud for a short amount of time, and then because of the nature of um, news cycles and people have a really low attention span, it's gone in 2 weeks. You forget about it.
Yeah.
And Adidas didn't take that into account. And that's why this looks this way.
Yeah.
And now I saw an article today that they're going to start selling all the Yeezy inventory off at cost. Did you see that?
At cost? Wow.
At
No, I didn't see that.
So
That's
this,
wild.
but it goes back to, listen, they chose, it is better for us to be dead than have to face, I'll call it adversity, but it's like we would rather be dead than anti-Semitic, allegedly, whatever you want to call it. That's what they chose. This is what they chose. They wanted to die because they didn't want to be anti-Semitic or whatever.
Well, I mean, it's
right?
that, and it's also a lesson of, we say all the time, well, if you're New Balance, why wouldn't you go sign the biggest person you can? Well, then they have all the power. Like Adidas sold their soul to Kanye because they wanted to be the big thing, and they were for 2 years. And then when Kanye was done, I mean, when you look at it from Nike's perspective of why they let Kanye walk, I mean, there it is, right? They didn't want somebody bigger than them to come in and have any power. And I mean, they look stupid then, but they look pretty smart now. I mean, because wherever Kanye was, he wanted to be on his own, right? And Adidas was an avenue that got him there, but he totally used them for that. And so, and Nike wasn't willing to let him do that. I guarantee you, if LeBron got too big for his britches, Nike would say, yeah, you can walk too. I bet that's part of the reason why Tiger and Nike Golf split. Because, I mean, Tiger was Nike Golf, and he could probably, but their golf wasn't that big anymore. Yeah. I mean, he had kind of run its course. So, yeah, I mean, it's a perfect lesson, and you need equal balance on both sides of your collaboration. Like, if, say, put it in perspective of our podcast. If we went out and we only got, if we just got a Jelly Roll to give us an hour every single week, and he was on here, yeah, we would have a ton of listeners, but it wouldn't be our podcast. It'd be the Jelly Roll podcast with those other two guys, and that's fine. Like, that's what it is. But if we wanted it to be our podcast, then we wouldn't ask Jelly Roll to be on it every single week. So, yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that, right? And so you lose your freedom when you sign a big person like that that's bigger than you. When you're not ready for it. So, yeah, kind of odd that we're talking about Adidas doing that, but that's how big Kanye is or was, whatever you want to say.
I really wish we knew somebody that knew more of the economics of a graph like this that could tell us where the heck, who's buying ASICs? Where is this coming from, man?
Yeah.
I know one person that wears an ASIC, and that person is the boss of mine at work who asked me, hey, are these cool shoes? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. I mean, they're ASICs.
Right.
That's the only person I know that owns a pair of ASICs. So where the heck is that coming from?
I want a pair of ASICs. One specific.
You got to go New Balance first. Like, New Balance.
I'm not going to wear New Balance. I'm not going to wear New Balance. Not a chance.
Do you think there is any correlation with this graph and Jack Harlow? You think so?
I doubt it.
Do you feel like there's any? Well, so do you feel like there's any correlation with this graph and Kawhi Leonard? Or who else is a New Balance athlete?
Possibly
Kawhi Leonard,
Taylor Swift.
The Taylor Swift is, but she's not a New Balance athlete.
Not an athlete.
So happened to wear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Jack Harlow. That's what was my point. Was my son's over here playing a game and eavesdropping in a good way.
I don't think that
Taylor
Harlow
Swift just happened to wear. Taylor Swift just happened to wear a 550 at a Chiefs game, and now, right? That was just
But
circumstance.
to be fair to New Balance, though, the 550 was already there.
It's
I mean,
great.
yes, they
great.
picked up a new demographic when Taylor Swift wore them for that first game. But I mean, that's what this is. It's the dad shoe trend. That's New Balance's perfect niche.
But see, I feel like we're on the way down of the dad shoe trend.
But this is 2022 to 2023, right?
Fair. That's the height, right?
Yeah.
2020, 2021 is probably the height. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. That makes sense.
So,
good.
And they've just been flooding the market with anything. I mean, they've got Action Bronson collabs.
Oh yeah,
They've
he's
got,
huge, right? Huge
yeah,
Action Bronson
the
fan.
Jound.
Kidding.
Who else is Santis, right? Teddy Santis is doing the Made in America. Is that right? Am I wrong? I don't follow New Balance that much, but I try to. Anyways, we've got a ton of Air Max Day, which we'll talk about later and coming Air Max month, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Coming up very soon. But these are coming out April 15th, a Jackie Robinson colorway, Jackie Robinson Day. It's got the big bubble. In my opinion, I put these on there because I think this is the coolest colorway of the big bubble that I've seen.
I don't like these.
Really? You don't like them at all?
I don't. I like the gum, the gum sole. I like, but I don't like the. I'm sorry. Let me say it like this: these wouldn't look good on me. I don't like the shoe that's got the whatever the reason the white bottom.
Okay.
It's just not. That's just not my look.
I gotcha. Yeah. No, I think
you like these a lot.
I like these. I think I like the big bubble on these because it's not like, with the red and the blue, it's an OG colorway. It just feels off. I don't know. Something about it feels off. This looks like it's a different enough shoe. It's still an Air Max with the big bubble, Air Max 86, whatever, Air Max 186. But I think the details are cool. I don't know if I would keep. I mean, I guess I'd keep all the stuff on it. They got the little 42 on the laces, and the tongue has a little home. I guess it's like a jersey retired plaque or whatever. But I like the different materials on it. The all navy blue. It's very simple. I think it looks really good.
I don't dislike this. It's just not a shoe I would wear, probably.
No, that's fair.
But I don't dislike it.
I like it.
I'm not a hater.
Probably better than the other 86s coming out on Air Max Day or around Air Max Day.
Which ones are those? Is that the ones
I'll show them to you later?
In the green?
I'll show you. Yeah,
dude, I'm a huge.
I got one for you later on that.
Okay.
Anyways, next up we got the Fragment. Who's Fragment again? What's that guy's name?
I can't remember, but the Jordan 3 is
Fujiwara. Is it Fujiwara?
Why?
This is a Stanley Fragment design collab. Stanley's been popping off with the bloggers.
Why is Stanley popping, by the way? Why is that?
I mean, it's a brand that's like 130-something years old.
Yeah, but why and how?
The bloggers got a hold of the jug, whatever, the 32-ounce water bottles.
This took me a minute. This took me a minute to figure out. This is military spec. Yes. That is dope.
I think these are pretty cool. I don't know where they're going to sell them. They might have already come out. I don't know too much about it. But I mean, you got the military green, and it's all like a thermos, like old school Stanley stuff.
Great.
Really playing on the history
idea,
of it.
Great execution. This is dope. I don't know why we're looking at it, but it's cool.
We're getting a lot of background noise on your son. Just
hey, Logan. Hey, shh. Can you not talk so loud? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, it's picking up on this thing. Okay. He's playing Fortnite with his brother in college in the roommate. Okay, so great idea, great execution. I won't be Stanley because it's a very upper middle class female thing, and I'm not.
It's the on-cloud water bottles is what you want to say.
That is exactly.
I have a Stanley water bottle. I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding, and the water tastes better out of it. I'm just.
How's it anyway? We don't even have to go into all that, but this is cool. I would never buy it, but it's cool. Much less would I ever think that these two companies would collab. That's odd, and
It is odd.
whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
you got look, but this is also if you have an opportunity to get to the bag,
Yeah.
you get to the bag. If
It's
you've got an
kinda
opportunity to partner up with a hot company, Stanley, do it. You should. I mean, it just makes sense. Sell out, and you should. Who cares?
it's an
I'm
overlap
not gonna
of
buy
the
this.
the the influencer sphere and
Uh-huh.
the streetwear sphere.
Mhm.
We've seen a few like that. I mean,
Hmm.
this is not the first one by any means. So I think this is a cool one. One of the cooler ones, actually.
Really cool. I'm not a customer, but
Yeah.
really cool.
That's fair. And most of the people, the Williamson County
Yeah,
people that are
crap up.
holding Stanleys though aren't buying this.
Oh,
Right?
that's probably
It's
true.
it's
Yeah.
different. It's different in that aspect.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, a last pair of shoes before we get into some fill in the blank.
Okay.
The April 13th coming out, the Kobe Venice Beach Kobe 8s Protro edition. This is a beautiful shoe. I've been talking about it for a while.
Shoe.
It's going to be a hard one to match. There's some vibrant colors on there, but this is just like a piece of art. And so I wanted to mention it on there, coming out April 13th.
It's probably also going to be a tough shoe to get, but no less.
Yeah. Less than the Air Jordan 1s that came out last week at 190
is reasonable.
I mean, 190 is, it seems expensive for a Kobe, but for these, I don't feel like it's that bad. I don't remember what the reverse Grinch were. They were probably around 190 or maybe a little higher. I don't know. But yeah, this is a beautiful shoe. I think there's going to be some resale market. These have only come out once before, so there's probably
This is
not
just
that many
a beautiful
good pairs out there.
model. This is probably one of my favorite Kobe's, if not my favorite Kobe. I've never owned. Have we talked about this? I've never owned a pair of Kobe's.
Yeah, we have. That's just wild to me.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, it's not terribly crazy.
Not as a Jordan.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. This isn't my favorite colorway of this shoe, but this is. I mean, I love this model.
Do you like this or the 6 with like the scales on it better? You like this one?
100% the 6 with the scales. That would be the one I would get probably.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the 7 is. What's the 7?
The 7 was the one that had the Kobe system in it, where it could change from high top to low top. You could put like the insert in it. Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't think
the most popular colorway, they had a white. I think it was a white shoe with a purple insert, or a USA colorway for that one. I remember we sold them at Nike when I was working there.
It would be the 6,
pretty cool.
This or the Elites. What was that? 10?
Yeah, I think the 10 highs.
Oh, those or the lows. I like all
the
that.
Lows were cool
model.
too.
Yep.
Yeah,
that would be my favorites. I would own any of those.
Yeah. I saw
fun fact
is Black History Month this week.
Hey, wait. Let me say this.
And they're pretty cool.
So I'm at this game tonight, and we're watching the game. It's Vandy versus Arkansas, and I just leaned over to the guy next to me because we've been talking all night about all kinds of stuff, and I was like, "Hey, can I ask you a question? Does it bother you that this dude from Vandy, who's got 20 points in this game,
I know where this is going,
has on the reverse Grinch Kobe's and they're red?" And he's like, "Dude, that bothers me so much." I was like, "I get the individual." He immediately he says, "I get the individuality and blah, 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 blah." And we're talking about it, right? We're having this conversation about it. But the fact that there are these bright red shoes and his team colors are gold and black bothers the heck out of me. I was like, man, it bothers me so much to the point where I don't even like this kid.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he wear? You got a good cut. Look,
right.
Vandy's not great, but gold, black,
and
white,
your Nike schools, like Jordan just came out with the Concords with the gold Jumpman.
You have a ton of options,
everything
to go with if you're Vandy and you choose the reverse Grinch Kobe's. Like,
I don't
come
get it.
on,
I don't get
man.
it at
Like,
all.
oh,
Especially those
anyway.
shoes or those schools that do have I mean, look, if you guys are out there right now, I don't know who posted it, but somebody posted the year that Kimba went to you saw those? The PE or not they weren't PEs. Just the retros that he had
Oh,
on.
he had tons that year.
Dude, and I remember specifically when
12s.
Julius Randle played at Kentucky, he bring the heat every single game. He was wearing taxi 12s, 11s. I mean, anything. And it's like at Kentucky and
Is it
Duke
that hard
and
to match your uniform?
but you don't even have
It's
to
not hard.
you don't even have
It's
to
not
match with
hard,
a pair of
especially
Concord
Nike.
11s. They're
Yeah.
black and white. I mean, everybody's got a white jersey.
Yeah. Man,
Everybody pretty much has a black
crap out
jersey
of me.
these days too. Yeah, I don't know.
I know. And I even looked at and this guy's probably 10 years younger than me. I was like, oh, look, I know it. I'm going to sound like an old man here. This just drives me crazy.
No,
Red shoes with Vandy? That doesn't make any sense at all.
And you're playing,
And I get it.
You're playing Arkansas too. That's Arkansas colors.
Oh, fun fact. And I tried to get a weird stalker picture of it. But tonight, Jerry Stackhouse, Go Heels, Tar, had on. I tried to get a picture of it. I don't think I got a good one. He had on a pair of 3s. Look, this is how I was really. This is him right here, right? He's got on a pair of 3s, and I only know that there were 3s because he would walk away, and I could tell by the bottoms. Like I could tell the red and the gray. But I bet they were customs. They had to be customs. This is the closest shot I could get to it. Oh no, it's not good. But see these guys?
They don't look like 3s. Just
on the bottom, the red and gray. But they had to be a custom.
Let me
but immediately, I was talking to the dude next to me whose daughter was at this game too. And he agreed. He's like, yeah, I think those are some 3s because he saw the bottoms as well when I pointed out. Anyway, it'd be interesting to know if we can find out what those were.
I don't even know how to look right now. I had some. Let me see if I can pull these up. Man, Tennessee baseball. Obviously, if you know anything about college baseball, Tennessee is known as the in-your-face team and everything like that. But I think it was our shortstop had on some. Can you see those cleat version of the alternate?
Are they ones?
Yeah, they're Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
It's like an alternate, or maybe a 3.0 shattered backboard, 2.0, 3.0, something like that. Black swoosh with the orange all around it, matched perfectly with our jerseys. That's how you do it. Basketball players take note. And then a guy for the other team, they were black and red. He had on some Concord 11 Jordan cleats. So
nice.
Both teams, there was a lot of nice cleats out there. So pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to find these. I mean, tough game tonight for them. By the way, they hit a buzzer beater to go into overtime. Then they lost in overtime.
Oh, really?
But Go Heels and the Vandy was horrible. Their worst team in the SEC this year. It wasn't close.
Were they?
By far. They were 9
Missouri
and 23.
was.
Yeah.
Missouri didn't win the game,
no way.
right? Missouri.
I mean, but overall
SEC?
record, right?
I don't know.
Vandy was 9 and 23.
Okay, Missouri. Yeah, Missouri went 0 and 18 in the SEC, and they were 8 and 23. So
okay, so by one game. But anyway, I mean, Vandy lost to Presbyterian. Who the heck is Presbyterian?
It's a church.
That's what I thought. I was like, that's like
a church league squad.
Isn't that Calvinists? How do they have a basketball team? I was like, are you serious? Anyway, Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
And all that.
Mm.
Go Heels.
Stackhouse might not be there much
Mm.
longer.
Mm.
Just saying.
Mm.
Vandy fans were worried that when they hired him, he was going to go to UNC.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good they thought he was going to be. And I mean, unfortunately, or fortunately
The
for North
best thing he
Carolina,
could do, the best thing at this point Jerry Stackhouse could do is go get hired by Hubert Davis and get on his staff. Like that would be the best thing for him. He'd probably kill at recruiting.
yeah,
But I think it's showing that he was not ready for that. At least with Vandy. And
yeah, Vandy's just a
Vandy's
tough
is a
one,
no. Vandy is the easiest solution is Drew Maddox. It always has been. This has all been set up for Drew Maddox to take over and lead them back to whatever the relatively promised land. Okay.
Relatively.
It's all relative.
Yeah. Speaking of college basketball, we did see at the baseball game last night. Dalton Connect was there. Only the greatest college basketball player in the country. Over RJ Davis, over Zach Edey. Give him National Player of the Year. You think it's possible? I mean, do you watch college basketball? I don't watch college basketball. Like I watch Tennessee. I only watch Tennessee. So do you watch more? Okay. Do you watch more than North Carolina?
I watch more than North Carolina.
You think so? Let's say Tennessee makes the Elite Eight. Do you think Dalton Connect could get his jersey retired at Tennessee for 1 year?
No.
No.
I don't think it takes. I think it's unless we go and say not an asterisk, but the world is so different with the NIL. Did you hear Nick Saban talking about that this year? And he had a press conference today or yesterday.
I saw he was in front of Congress or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And unless there's like a pre-NIL versus post-NIL, that might be, but you can't get your jersey retired in 1 year. In the same way, listen, I'm a North Carolina guy. Love Brady Manick.
Yeah.
He's there 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but Dalton Connect's not Brady Manick. I mean, he is a top 2 player in the country.
I don't disagree with you. What Tennessee has going for them, Mason, like in the reality, they have really, really good losses. They don't have a bad loss. Like North Carolina's got at least one bad loss. Who was that? It wasn't Wake Forest. Was it Georgia Tech that got us? And we have 6 losses, and one of them was really. But like all of Tennessee's losses are good losses.
Yeah, minus Mississippi State, not a great loss, but
they'll end up making the tournament, I think.
Yeah, that they should. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a good loss.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of historical people, so I think Grant Williams might be able to get his jersey retired. I don't know. You have to have like 5 things that Tennessee deems like you have to have 3 of the 5, and it's like SEC Player of the Year, which he won, national championship, which who knows? I mean, it's just a crapshoot once you get into the tournament. So I'm not gonna count on that one. All-American team, which he's got, and then career leader at Tennessee when you are finished, which he won't obviously have that. And then the other one was National Player of the Year in any publication.
It's going to be.
And so if he gets the National Player of the Year in any publication or any national award is what it is, then he's eligible. And I just think we've been to the Elite Eight one time in 2010. Man, if we get to the Final Four, I'm in. Like, number 3's in the rafters.
Listen.
Let me tell you the players. We've only had 5, I think. I think I can do this off the top of my head. We've retired Chris Lofton, Dale Ellis, Bernard King, Ernie Grunfeld, and Allen Houston. Those are the 5. Grant may be up there. I don't think he has enough of the accolades to be up there. He doesn't have 3 of the 5, but Dalton could. And I think if he gets the 3, like, I think you got to do it. If we get to the Final Four, it's a done deal for sure.
What Dalton doesn't have going for him in this side of it, and man, this isn't me being a hater because I'm not a hater, but and looking at it objectively, is Tennessee does not do well in the postseason in basketball.
Yeah.
They don't.
Agree.
And so they'll go out. They might make the Rick Barnes is not. I hate it, and I'm not trying to be rude, but that's reality. Is that they'll make the Sweet 16 and they'll lose to some team that they weren't supposed to lose to, because I think in this case it's they lean too heavy on Connect in the same way. Do you remember Jody Meeks? Do you remember that name?
Oh yeah, he hung like a 40 spot on Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what he is. That for Tennessee, it's like if you shut down Dalton Connect, like they don't have anybody else that's going to put up 20 points
on offense. I agree, but there's not a point guard in the country I would take over Zakai Ziegler either.
But
like,
you just don't watch enough basketball.
I probably agree. I look at
you seen what's his
lines
name?
and stuff.
No. Have you looked at? I think it's Zach Jones at Marquette.
No, I know Marquette is like that, but
no, forget about
SEC
Marquette.
Defensive Player of the Year.
No, it's not about Marquette is like that. That dude, it will be a NBA player for a long time. He is a dope.
I agree. He's not like Zakai's not going to be that guy in the NBA. He's 5'9", you know. But I mean, I don't know. He has games like his game of he had 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 14 assists with 0 turnovers. That's like one of the best point guard games you can have. Period. Anyways, that's enough. College basketball.
We're talking too much about.
Yeah,
but
we don't
by the
really
way,
know that much.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to bring more basketball. Let's go.
All right, well, now we can get into our game of let's fill in the blank here. Let me think of these on the fly. But here we go for fill in the blank. We don't have a really good intro for this, so if somebody wants to make us one, that'd be lovely.
Fill in the blank, punk. Fill in the blank, punk.
Fill in the blank. Do you care about I'm in your Jordan collabs anymore? Well, let me fill in the blank then. Fill in the blank. The new Amamenier Jordan 4 collab is
the one on the right is okay. The gray one I don't like. This is the new Amamenier collab is mid. Is what it gets me saying.
Mid. Okay.
There's nothing that gets me excited about this. I kind of like. I mean, it's well documented how much I love brown shoes and the clayish looking ones, tiptoe on brown, and I kind of like those, but I don't like the gray ones. The aged sole on the gray ones throws it off. It looks perfect on the other one. Doesn't. Yeah.
My fill in the blank is Amamenier Jordan collabs are washed out. These look washed out. This looks the top one looks like the Air Jordan 4 that we had literally bleached out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't know. I mean,
many? I think what you are feeling.
Chances do you want?
Listen, man, you're feeling generally, and it is a copycat world. One of the guests we're going to have on is a real estate guy. But he loves sneakers, and I want to talk to him about a lot about this because you haven't. I'm saying I've been made fun of in the past because I said it's like the real estate market, right? With a lot of different things, and a lot of different things right now is just a huge lack of creativity. It's boring. Yeah. This is boring. There's nothing creative or new about this, and I feel like that's where Nike's been very boring, but no, I don't mean it that Nike has been very uninspired. Like Drake. Nike and Drake, I feel like are the same thing right now. It's like they're not inspired, and so they've been putting up these crap just for the sake of putting some out, and they got to make money, right? and that's Drake and Nike are like on the same path. And that's how this shoe makes me feel, is like it's just uninspired. It's like boring. And
yeah, I just think how many sneaker boutiques or companies like Rooted and that we don't even know about. It's like, could we just give them a chance? Like, we've seen what Year does. They do the same thing to every single shoe.
they do the same thing.
And
This is
don't get
their
me wrong,
shtick.
it's dope. It's dope. It's really dope. And these shoes are gonna sell out and they're cool. But like we've seen it before. Like you just bleached your other shoe with grays, browns, what do we say? Purple chocolate milk, whatever that color was that we had. Grape jelly, I don't know. But it's just like we get the color. You're going to pick the best 4 Jordan models that are out there. We've seen it. It's just kind of overused. I mean, I don't know.
It's a lack of creativity.
Give Rooted one.
You gotta take some risk. Is the other thing I think is what you're saying is like you gotta take some risk.
Yeah,
you gotta take some risk as Nike, and you gotta take some risk as I'm in the air and say, you know what, let's go outside the box here. You know,
like
and it might
let's
be a
give Slim
bust.
and Huskies another one, but not tell them don't have to do TSU. Just give them a Jordan 3. I mean,
I've got to get those shoes, by the way, before we go in that
I can't.
place.
I'm kind of sad that I sold mine, or I took them back.
I'm gonna have to get
to the store.
I know they're anyway. I got to get them though. If we're going in there, I'm gonna have them on my foot.
I'm sorry that I returned them. All right, yeah, that's just how I feel. So, like I said, I think they're cool. I would wear them if I got them, but I'm not going to be able to buy them anyway. So
yeah, I'm not going to mess with the gray ones.
You already previewed it.
Yeah, listen.
The Drake Nocta. What is this? Nocta Glide 2 is blank.
He's given effort. This is creative. I don't like it. I like it because this feels like way more effort than all the other stuff we've seen from him.
I agree.
And that's what I will give. I don't like this color. But I would be talking out of both sides of my mouth if I said that that's somebody that's trying to get outside the box and give it a shot. And I'm not going to hate because that's what I'm asking for. And I feel like he did it. I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to wear them.
My mind. I do agree. It is much better effort. My word would be surprising because I'm surprised that they gave him a second chance. That first model was terrible. This one's a tiny bit better. This one, it's not much better.
This is a slight
he's doing something different. I will agree in that. You kind of just put that in my mind because at first I was totally negative on this. Yeah. It looks terrible. This is.
I don't like the orange colorway. I don't know where that's coming from.
Agreed.
Let's do a different color and see how it looks. But
maybe the chrome isn't very good either, though.
I don't like the chrome either. But I
agree.
I put my money where my mouth is. I don't hate this because he's trying, and I'll take it.
I will say though, I said in the past, it's documented on this show, that I said, all right, when we saw the first Nocta, I said it's terrible, but at least Drake is doing his own silhouette. I said we cannot judge Travis Scott versus Drake because Travis hasn't put out a silhouette. He's done the best Jordans that you can get, like Year had. And you know what? Look, Travis came out with 2 silhouettes that we've seen. Don't know how much he had input on. I think a lot on some of them. On one of them, I mean. And they're way better. I mean, those like Travis silhouettes
100%. They're
way
dope.
better. So I have to take back, like, if we can compare apples to apples, like, Travis Scott's designs are 1,000 times better than Drake.
But also totally different styles, where Travis definitely leaned into the more retro feel, and this feels more futuristic. This feels more thought forward rather than taking something from the past and just adding right? That's how it Travis. That's what I love about the Travises is they
Yeah.
feel like they've been out a long time, and that's I like about those. These feel like something totally different. This feels like an Air Max 890, something that doesn't even exist,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
this
Very
feels.
different
I wonder
avenues.
what texture this is. It almost looks like a foam posit.
Yeah, it looks very plasticky.
I don't hate it. I
Foamy.
don't hate it. I don't like the color. I don't hate it though.
It does have like a foam posit runner feel.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give
Yes.
that
Yeah,
to
it
you.
does. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what we expected. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm encouraged
No,
that somebody's actually
I
being
did not.
different.
I know what I expected. I expected that to be a one and done shoe. I didn't
Yeah.
think we were gonna get a second. All right, the last one for fill in the blank.
Oh my goodness,
This
man!
is
I
just
just love these. I
what?
I can't get past it. I don't know why. Even with the green bottom, as soon as I saw them, I was like,
Both of these are coming out.
I
So with the white
absolutely
bottom
love
and the
these.
green.
I almost like
You
it
like the
better with the
green.
green. I don't know why. I don't have an explanation.
I don't like I don't know. I've kind of flipped on the Air Max 86. Aside from that Jackie Robinson, I don't like the bottom ones.
Man,
Maybe the top ones are a little better.
I really like both. I feel like if you were buying stock in sneakers, you should buy Air Maxes. Like it's going up this way. Whereas right now, Jordan, right? I feel like we're going this way with Jordan and Air Max. And
think
this is
yeah.
it's
I think
different and it's dope. I don't know why.
I think
Anyway.
if we look back 3 years from now, I think you could be right. I think Jordan is going through a period. The only thing I can liken it to is I think the Stan Smiths in like 2012, Adidas just was like, we're not doing any Stan Smiths anymore for like 3 or 4 years, and then we're gonna bring them back, and now they're back, right? And they're doing well. I think that's kind of what Jordan needs. Like they can still put out some crappy models, but they need to just be like, look, 1 through 12s, we're not going to put anything out, and totally reset to where the people that are entering the or have been in the sneaker market, since 2020 and have been able to get anything they wanted, they will have that. Oh, these haven't been out since 2014 or whatever. They need that time off. I think when we look back, I think Jordan is starting to decline on purpose, looking at the long run. Hey, we're not gonna send out all the Jordan ones. We're gonna make them $200 and not great colorways. And I mean, the color blocking is still good, but at least that's kind of what I hope. Maybe one big one a year. Like we're getting the military blue 4s. We're getting
olive 9s. We're getting the
some
UNC 9s.
Black cement 3s again this year. Apparently those are supposed to be original specs to the 88s. So that's cool. No reimagined treatment on those. But anyways, sorry. That's just what I think Jordan should do, and I think they're getting there too. But my fill in the blank on here was Nike Air Max Day or Air Max whatever is blank, and a follow-up question would be sneaker holidays are blank.
I think sneaker holidays are dumb, but I like Air Max Day for some reason. I think it's because it feels like the oldest one.
Yeah.
I feel like Air Maxes are on the verge of blowing up.
What did he say?
If not blowing up right now, and you can get a ton of dope Air Maxes for cheap.
Yeah.
You can go get the UNC ones right now for
really? Yeah,
$75. They're great shoes. They can go with anything. They're comfortable as crap. I don't know. I'm buying pretty much all Air Maxes right this minute.
Really? I feel like you
and
haven't
I
been
would be.
really in the Air Max market ever.
I don't know why I'm feeling that. Maybe it's I don't know. But have I been in any market? I'm not really in any market right now. Like, I'm in
Oh, not right now, but
yeah.
I'm saying like I don't remember you ever. I don't know if I can ever remember you wearing any Air Maxes.
Yeah, I had some on tonight.
Did you get them recently?
No,
What are they?
Off-white Desert
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember those. I do remember
Those
those.
are my favorite shoes that I own. I
Now,
don't own any 90 like just plain old like these. I want Air Max ones,
dude, I'm
and I would
telling
get the
you,
red ones or the
how
blue
much
ones,
are
and it'd
those
be a
right now?
coin
Those
flip.
got to be like 500, right? Or more than that.
The Desert
Those
Or
are, they're probably more than that,
oh, I
right?
have no idea. Couldn't
I'm
tell you.
telling you, if I had a pair of Desert or Off-Whites, they would be so beat to death.
They are
Like, I
beat,
would
and they're
wear them
perfect.
all the
I wear
time.
them all the time. They're a
Yeah,
regular staple in my rotation.
yeah, I would wear them
Love
all the
them.
time.
But I don't have
That's
a
how
pair of Air
all
Max ones, and
my
I get
90s
some.
get. My 90s just get beat to shreds,
Well,
and I still wear them. I
the
love them.
Desert Door is just that might be my favorite shoe that I own. And I got Chicago's, I got all kinds of crap. That is probably my favorite shoe.
Look, if they're the same price as 2016 bread ones, band ones, whatever you want,
Just trade
I
them.
will trade them. I will trade them. I
I
have a
haven't
dead
looked.
stock pair, so I might do that. Anyways, so for me, Air Max Day, to be honest, I feel like it's just mid now. I mean, it used to be cool with the Witherspoon
But
was
like
like the hype.
everything right now is. Oh, I had a point. I was going to make related
Okay,
to
go
that.
ahead.
So this is what I think is going on too. Have you ever heard of a band that's called Steely Dan?
Yes.
So Steely Dan is renowned, like hip hop producers love Steely Dan. Well, here's what Steely Dan did. Steely Dan just hired a bunch of really, really good jazz musicians, threw them in a room, and those guys would write music. And then the singers of Steely Dan would come on and put words to whatever these dudes would do. So it was like a humongous collab. That's what the Witherspoon was. Sean gets all the credit, but if you go back and
Mhm.
do all the history, it was like Jerry Lorenzo and who all was in that room with him. But it's well
Yeah, I
documented.
don't know, but yeah, you're right.
But I think that's what we're missing too, is that it's just nature of it is human nature, is that it's really hard to have it's really easy in life to have a scarcity mentality where everything is mine, hedge my bets, everything, keep everybody around my space, um, versus an abundance mentality, which is competition breeds innovation, competition makes things better, and it pushes people into new boundaries. Well, that's what made the Weatherspoon so great. That's what made Steely Dan so great, is that it's all these people that are doing it together, and they weren't concerned about individual credit for something. The whole is what they cared about.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we're really missing, not just in sneakers, but in life. It's like
Yeah. Yeah,
this
that
not
man, I just pulled
scarcity.
up a pair of those Air Max 97 ones or 197s from
Mhm.
the Weatherspoons. What a beautiful shoe.
Beautiful
That
shoe.
is like,
So different. Corduroy, who'd have thought?
I mean, the yellow, like all the colors on it. And by the way, it's Witherspoon, Ben Baller, ASAP Nast, Franelations, and then other people too.
A bunch
So
of people trying
yeah,
to Sean. Now it's called the Sean's,
right.
but nonetheless, but that's what we're missing. I feel like everybody, but really, what it comes back to too, and this is what is happening in music as well, is that it's so commercial and money. It's just money, 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 money. Follow the money, and you can go. You can do that in anything in probably in the world at the moment. And that's why things are so boring, is that there's no passion and soul, and it's all consumerism and money.
Mhm.
And that's led us to this, well, dog eat dog, and it
Yeah, I
sucks.
mean,
Like, and that's why it's so boring, is that
right.
it's all money, 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 money. Turns out, if you do the right thing and you're different and you take care of people, then you don't have to worry about the money anymore. It just happens. But and you and me would call that the God blesses you, right? That's what you and me would call it. Is what it comes down to, is the Lord blesses you when you just do the right thing.
Yeah. Amen.
And it's not, I'm not preaching a prosperity gospel, like become a Christian and everything's gonna in your life's gonna be fine. That's not what I'm saying. But turns out the Lord likes cheerful givers, and it's just a quality that is close to the heart of the Lord. And if you go that path, you will be blessed.
Yeah. Amen.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I think
Really
a lot of
preached
things in life, and we can end on this. We haven't really. I think we've gone through everything that I was looking at. But the thing that I'm trying to teach my son and that I was not taught and I still struggle with is abundance versus scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
And goodness, like so many things of my life come back to abundance versus scarcity. It's like no matter what it like, there's plenty of shoes out there. Like if I don't get one of 500, like I'm gonna be okay. There's an abundance of shoes out there, and like even when it goes back to if we're talking sneakers, what shoe culture was saying the other day. It's like how in the world could there only have been 200 of these shoes and I've already touched 3 of them? It's like there's no way these rumored numbers are correct. So it's just interesting in that.
I'm going to read something, Mason. I'm going to preach.
Preach for us. We'll close on this. Remember, go check out the Printify. Go follow us. Subscribe on YouTube. Like this video, and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify.
So, it doesn't matter to me what you think. I'm just going to read this as Mason just said this. This comes from Matthew 6. It says, "No one can serve 2 masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." Then the heading for the next section says, "Do not worry." It says, "Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you drink, or what your body, or about your body and what you will wear." Ironically, we have a sneaker podcast. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look, this is what, when you were saying that, this is what came to my mind. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more value than they, birds? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? You're going to be okay. The Lord is going to provide. Live with not scarcity. Live with abundance, because there's plenty to go around. And if everybody thinks that way, and I'm not perfect and I screw it up a lot, it's going to be a better world. Okay? Live with abundance.
Amen.
The Heavenly Father will feed you. In the sneaker game, in the housing market, in your job. That's what it's all about.
And it's not easy, man. Because it's our human nature.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
trying to teach my son
all the time.
He's
with
3 years old.
Oh Lord.
And I'm just trying to tell him, look, if you share a toy, I'll go buy you another toy if you share or if you give it away. There's billions of toys. But it's our human nature. That's the hardest part.
It's so hard to break.
Nature.
Hayes Holland.
I think if
I'm preaching
I give
to
away
myself.
this dollar, it's never going to come back. Amen. I think about it's hard for me when I'm trying to teach my son, and I'm like, why don't I think that way? It's very difficult.
Lord have mercy. Preach.
We love you all.
You could be
Please
anywhere
reach
in the
out to
world.
us. Let us know who's listening. You could be anywhere in the world, like Hayes said, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Love y'all. Love you, Mason.
Love you.